welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be helping you guys.
I'm going dumb with the dope rhyme. In the club, I just shimmy, let my soul shine. You ain't gotta envy when you all time. They tryna make it on this side, but it's tall climb. I came dripping out the jungle, it was roll tight. Devil try and hit me with the clothesline, but I limboed out the trap, way too nimble.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to be helping you guys save some money when you're buying your textbooks. I know when you're like a freshman and stuff, you don't really know like how to, navigate and like how to get to different bookstore sites and everything. So today we're here to help you guys out, and you can be in going to any grade level or whatever. You always want to be able to save some money, especially with these textbooks, because we know they can be a pretty penny. So
yeah. So the first step that you want to do is you want to create a textbook list. So you want to know which textbooks you need, which ones are optional, which ones are required. And you can figure out this information by going on your student portal. It's different for everyone, but if you don't know how to access it, I would call your school and they'll like tell you like who can help you like get there. You can also email your professors. Even if it says a textbook is required, you can still email your professor. Like Cameron has done it before. Like, hey, there's a $200 book. Do I really need this book? And they can go forward with that.
They can tell you like, oh, you don't need this certain edition, or oh, you can buy this edition. It's much cheaper. Or even I know some friends where the professors have been really nice and actually gave them a textbook to use for the semester. So always try to email. If you don't really know how to email professionally, maybe we could like just do like a sample email and show you guys. Just say like hi, or if it's in the morning, good morning, Professor so and so. Introduce yourself, your like level entry, say what class period you're going into, and then explain what's going on.
Here's just a quick email example that you could send out to your professor. You make sure you have your professor's email address. I know when you can look up your professor's name and they have like all the information to contact them. So you can go on your school's website and do that. For subject line, you just want to make sure it's appropriate, and it says right here you can do textbook requirements or textbook questions. Start off with a greeting. You can say good morning, good evening, whatever time it is, or just hello. I think it's important when you first email your professor that you introduce yourself. You say my name is, and then you put your name. You say just your standing, this coming fall or this coming spring or whatever. You say I'm enrolled into whatever course. So honestly, this is just like kind of like a template you could use. The underlined part is just essentially the question that you have, and then after that is just a nice way of ending it off. You can say like, I want to ensure that I'm fully prepared for your course. I look forward to meeting you and taking your course. The two bolded is the ending and then the beginning. And then the underlined is just your question. End it off with thank you or best, and then your name.
And you want to be doing this like 2 to 3 weeks, really 3 weeks before your classes, because it takes a while for you, and we'll get into this later on in the video, but it takes a while for textbooks to get to you, especially if you're ordering them online, and that is the best way to do it.
Yeah, when you're ordering online, because you can be like a third-party seller, and sometimes that can be a little, And also, if you're like living on or off campus, sometimes you're gonna have to send it to your school, and then sometimes you can't even get it until the school actually starts, and you don't want that. But sometimes some people even wait till school actually starts before and go to class. But sometimes that can be not such a good idea, because right after after freshman year, some days on the first day of school you have an assignment. So
so we wouldn't really recommend it, but we do know that there's been people who do that, because there's like what are they called? They're like at your library, at your school library, there are books that you can rent out for a certain amount of time. Like at our school, I think it's like 4 hours, and then you have to turn it in, and you can only rent it like one time a day. Yeah. Or whatever.
So next thing is to write down your school bookstore, your textbook price. So as you said, you can go on your portal, and then it'll show you all the textbooks you need for each class. So you want to make sure you put that right down on a piece of paper or in Excel, as we will show you. You can put the class, then your books, then the actual book. Make sure you also put in the ISNB number. I believe that's what it's called. If it's wrong, then we'll show it. But put that number, because that number is very important. You have to make sure that the number is aligned with any website that you're looking on, or you might not have the right
The title won't do it. Like, the title's not enough, because there's like 5 editions for books. There's different versions of it. You have to put in that number. Yeah. It's kind of like a serial number for an item. It's like that specific number that you need, because... And you can also contact your professor and see if you need the newest version, because sometimes you don't really need it, but they're like required by the university to ask for the latest
or whatever. So yeah.
You also want to decide if you're going to rent or buy, or if you're going to buy new or buy used. Personally, we like to rent our books, and we like to buy, and we like to rent them used, because that's the cheapest option. And that will be the cheapest option for most cases. Sometimes it is cheaper to buy a book, and if that's the case, then just buy it and try to sell it. But I would recommend that you rent it, because most of the time you're only going to use this book for this one class that's requiring it, and you're never going to need it again. So there's no need to buy it. Some people do like to buy it so that they can like sell it and stuff. I've tried to do that personally, and I haven't had like good luck with it. Like one of my classes freshman year, and we're doing this so that freshmen don't have to go through what we went through freshman year. Like we went out and we bought most of the books, because I didn't know. All I knew was like Amazon. And Amazon was selling it for a higher price than my school, so I ended up going to the bookstore, bought a book for like $170 something. Got done with it, changed my major. You can look at other videos about that, and went back to the bookstore, and they only wanted to buy back the book from me for $20. So I know in many cases where last year there was a guy, he went to go sell his books to the bookstore, like 4 books. They were like small books, but they were 4 books, and they only gave him like $17 for it. And I'm pretty sure he spent probably over $200 for all 4 of his books. So most of the time you're not going to get a large percentage back once you buy the book. But hey, if you want to buy a fresh new book, you don't want no one else touching it. I mean, honestly, nobody cares if your book is new or used, as long as you got your textbook. Some people don't even care. They'll ask, "Oh, can I see your textbook?" It's the struggle. Like, they got us paying thousands of dollars for classes, and then we got to pay another $500, sometimes even more on textbooks. It's like, come on now.
Whatever. Okay, so the next thing, which is the most essential part of this whole process, is to compare prices. So when you compare prices, let me show you. You go to different websites that sell textbooks, or you can rent the textbooks. The first one is Chegg. Then there's KNet Books, eCampus, Vital Source, which is isn't that like an e-textbook?
Yeah, that's like so it's digital.
Ebooks and Amazon's. Now and sometimes Barnes and Noble, if like especially chapter books and stuff, sometimes you can get like a book for $4. So those are the main book sites that we have used, and we can personally
tell you that it's legit. They do send you your books, you return them back, and we can even do a video on how to return textbooks if we need to. But these are legit websites, and we literally go through these are like 6 different websites.
We go through each of them
and see which one's cheaper.
Taking that extra 20-30 minutes to make a list and do all this is very it's worth it, because some books, like, it'll be $100 on your bookstore website, and it'll be like $50 on the other website.
$30 on a different one. Like, it's good to compare prices so that you're going with the best deal.
Yeah. So we'll show you. I'll show you like how you can do that in Excel and try to like compare the prices. If it's better to rent, if it's better to buy. I know in some cases it was better for me to buy the book, so I just bought the book because it was cheaper. I'm all about saving that coin, especially on these textbooks. And you know, sometimes you don't even use it for that. Like, you don't use it for that much.
So here is the Excel for your textbook list. Up here I have the title where it says Fall 2019 Textbook List. Then following that I have my courses, which are all the courses I'll be taking for a semester. Then I have my textbook ISBN number, which is very important because it identifies each text or each textbook that you'll get. I suggest that once you have it here, you make sure you know it's correct. You can just copy and paste it into the search bar into each website. Then right here we have an empty column. You can put your textbook name if you like, or your textbook title. It's all up to you. I don't always do it, but sometimes it's good, you know, just to know the title. But your ISBN number is very important. Then right here is the place of purchase, which I underlined because down here is all the places that we gave you guys where you can purchase your textbook. Right here is particular to your school, so you have your university name. As for me, it would be UCCS. So, and each name, each place of purchase is color coded. I did that to make it a little more easier, because if it was all white, then, you know, sometimes it just looks like all numbers. So right here would mean these are all the options and prices for my university that they offer. As we mentioned in the video, that you can buy your textbook out just brand new, you can buy it used, you can rent it old, or you can rent it new. So when we go to my entrepreneurship class, my university has all the options available. Some of them, if they have dashes, that means they're not available for that particular purchasing place. As for like Chegg, they don't have the option for me to just buy the textbook out new, but I can rent it old, which would be $102.49. And out of these 8 options, you can see the cheapest one is Amazon. So I would most likely go to the Amazon, or just compare my 2 lowest options to see, which would be better for me. But most likely I will be getting it from Amazon. I also wanted to mention, for Ebooks in particular, is just a site where you buy out the book. So as you see, it just has the option for me to buy it used for $67.30. And in some cases, especially for me last year, it was just much cheaper for me to just buy out the books, because they were chapter books for my class. And Vital Source is just online, like we spoke about before. And one thing is, some places, the places that we mentioned, have specific like ebooks available. For my university, they have Red Shelf ebook available for me to get for this marketing class, and they offer it for $60. Chegg offers an e-textbook for $60 as well. eCampus offers an ebook for $65.99 as well. But you can see, looking at it, I think my cheapest option is in here, which is KNet Book, and it's running it old. But like I said, I don't really want to carry a heavy textbook, so I might be just using an e-textbook, but we'll see how things go. So I hope you guys thought this was helpful. You can use this
type of layout. If you have an easier way to do it, you can do it. It's just really good for it to be all here, and you can use it over and over again.
And with the ebooks, that's if like you're not like a whole, like you don't want to carry too much in your bag. So that's what I'm choosing to do with one of my books this year, is to go and use the Amazon ebook part. And I know for that you can get the Kindle app, which is a free app you can use on your Android, iPhone, iPad, whatever. And if you have that book, if you rented it like online, then you can access like all your e-textbooks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did have a e-textbook last year, and I used VitalSource, and it was like a fraction of the price. Like, I remember I wanted to get the book from Chegg, but it was taking too long to get to me. They didn't have it in stock, but they had like took my money. So they were still like gonna give me the book, but it wasn't gonna get there in time. This is why you do it 3 weeks in advance, guys. So I ended up having to cancel that order and going to VitalSource, and it was like a fraction. It was even cheaper than Chegg. So if you're really trying to save money and you're someone who can work from a computer screen and get the information that you need, do all e-textbooks if you're someone who will succeed that way.
And sometimes the only thing is sometimes like book editions can only come from like a certain university. So some of my textbooks only come from my university, and it's the newest edition. Hold on, guys. My brother. Okay. So yeah, I was also going to say, oh my gosh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
We can put it in.
Yeah, maybe put it in the description box if I remember it. But we are gonna put all these websites in
direct links.
Yeah, the direct links into the description box, so you guys can have that. Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap up this video. Yeah, as y'all can see, our siblings. Yeah,
they're not very quiet.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful. Please comment any questions that you have. If a certain website you went to didn't work,
or if you have any suggestions, more textbook sites, because I can use them too.
Right. If you can make that list of 8 to 10, I'm here for it.
Right. Okay. So really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye.